We have a call already waiting on the line. We've got such a hot topic today, and it's a big, big topic for real estate.
It absolutely is.
Technology is touching every field, and today's show is about technology and how technology is impacting real estate. What's coming down the pipe on the field in the realm of technology, and we have an expert, a new company that we're working with, WebbyMax, and the CEO of WebbyMax, Ken. And Ken, I don't even want to try to butcher your last name. Ken, are you there?
I'm here. It's Wisnefski. I mean, come on, it's pretty easy.
Wisnefski.
Wisnefski. I just call him the Whiz Kid.
Ken's just fine. I'm used to it.
Yeah. Well, Ken, we really appreciate you calling in, and this is a phenomenal company that Improve My Credit USA has been working with now for actually going on 3 months now, doing a tremendous job with us, and they're going to be doing more work with the Real Estate Rat Pack and promoting the Rat Pack, and we're just super happy to have them involved with us. Ken's the visionary, the guru for the company, and I had mentioned that we were doing a show on technology and how that was impacting real estate. And he had some thoughts he wanted to share on the whole Zillow and Trulia thing. Ken, what did you have for us on what's going on with Zillow and Trulia?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely the real estate market is certainly an area that's seen a real transformation in kind of the acceptance of technology, but certainly from a consumer standpoint, people that are actually in the market to either sell their homes or buy homes are really engaging a lot more in sites such as Trulia, Zillow, and Realtor.com as kind of a means to kind of their beginning process of things. So I think this merger actually, just kind of reinforces what we're seeing out there and the fact that there's so much focus around how people are actually beginning their searches, beginning their process to look towards real estate and real estate, whether a real estate agent, all aspects of kind of what's going on right now. And I think, I think it's really, in the long run, while the real estate world has evolved, it's certainly a very beneficial scenario to really further the growth of that vertical.
Do you see much impact? What do you think the impact is going to be on the other side, on the realtor themselves?
I think with this type of move, it's more of a business move. It's kind of a consolidation. They're looking to kind of combine forces to be able to kind of fight the power that is with Realtor.com and kind of some of the things that are going on there. So the combined effort ultimately kind of puts them somewhat at a larger market share as opposed to kind of beating each other up. They're kind of combining forces. But from a realtor perspective, I think that it just kind of furthers the fact that there's, kind of maybe the consolidation of the big three kind of websites now kind of becomes more the big two. And ultimately, I think in some ways it's advantageous to the realtor because it opens up a bit more space, if you will, for individual realtors to be able to gain some market share in their specific areas of focus to kind of get good visibility online.
This is Rob, by the way. In Houston, there's 20 major markets for Zillow, and Zillow's number one in 19 of them. And guess which one they're not number one in?
As Rob is peacocking over here now.
Yeah, in Houston, because we have HR.com that we started back in 1997, and we own the market here. But it's for an association to do this, so we were way, way ahead of our times, and now a lot of other associations are trying to emulate what we're doing, and that genie is already out of the bottle. So, I mean, they're way behind the curve there. So what do you think about Rupert Murdoch and News Corp buying Move.com?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're seeing this kind of ability to kind of be able to look at the market as something that is still somewhat untapped, and obviously they feel that there's opportunity to really be able to kind of grow that specific area quite a bit more. Again, when you're talking about these big companies that are kind of looking to kind of gain kind of market share across the United States, exactly to kind of my point, it opens up areas for kind of the localized realtors, if you will, that kind of focus in their very specific demographic, that they would ultimately be able to really overtake some of these, because it's kind of the vanilla approach that just kind of tries to blanket everything, as opposed to the really consolidated and specific approach that, the local realtors can provide. Because, look, you've just got a lot more insight and knowledge on the market, what the people are like there, and every market's very different.
Yes, and I always say it's the aggregator wars.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let the war begin. And it's always going to be good for consumers.
Hey, Ken, I know that we're about to come up against a break, and for our real estate professional, and not just our real estate professionals that are listening in, but just business professionals in general who are wanting to make themselves more visible, get more exposure out there in the wonderful world of the World Wide Web. I know you have a massive team up there to help accomplish that. How do they reach out to you if there's a realtor listening in, business owner listening in that wants to get more visibility with their business? How do they reach you?
Sure, great. Well, basically the easiest way would be to go check out our website. It's webimax.com, which is WEBIMAX.com. And there's opportunity there to kind of evaluate what we do, and certainly we would love to speak with you. And the real estate market is one that we focus on very heavily, and would love the opportunity to speak with anyone that has interest in furthering your visibility there.
And that is awesome. Ken with Webimax, WEBIMAX. They do everything, search engine optimization, they do web design, social media, everything you can possibly imagine. Ken, thanks a lot for being on board with us today.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.
For all those listening, we are up against a break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.